Hey everyone, how we doing? Hope we all had a nice holiday break. Hopefully you did something fun over 4th of July. I spent some time with family. It was really nice. It was kind of a nice getaway. Kids had a lot of fun. Well, anyway, so this is week 4 of our summer learning as we move around the state of Michigan. And we are now in the northeast region of Michigan, moving our way up to the Upper Peninsula. So we're going to kick things off with a lesson about the Mackinac Bridge. Now, if you've never been to the bridge or don't know what the bridge is, it's a very large bridge that connects the lower peninsula to the upper peninsula. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Let's go to the first slide. There we go. Beautiful view of the sun over the bridge. All right. The Mighty Mac, as they call it, you can see it stretching over the Mackinac Straits right there. Okay, Mackinac Bridge. Well, if you couldn't tell, if you can't hear, my dog is outside barking like crazy. But we're going to continue on. All right, so the Mackinac Bridge connects the lower and upper peninsula by stretching over the Mackinac Straits, and it stretches 5 miles. That's pretty long. It is the 5th longest suspension bridge in the world and is the longest in the Western Hemisphere. The south end of the bridge, which is on the lower peninsula, is located at Mackinac City, and the north end on the upper peninsula is located at St. Ignace. And you get there by driving an I-75. So a little bit of the history here. So it was felt that there needed to be a better way to get from one peninsula to the other year-round, and the boats it wasn't working. So there needed to be a better way. So in 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge was constructed, and it gave people hope that there could be a bridge built across the Mackinac Straits and there could be money available for such a project. So over time, there were many ideas that people came up with. One included a floating tunnel that went under the straits. In 1923, they created a ferry service that took people back and forth from each peninsula. But soon it became too much. The traffic was a lot, and eventually something else had to be done. So in 1934, there was a bridge authority created, and they began doing studies on how could they make a bridge and what would be the best way to do it. So that authority tried to get money time and time again, but kept getting shut down by the federal government. They just felt it wasn't feasible. So between 1936 and 1940, there were new ideas for a different route. And then more studies were conducted, and people were getting excited that a bridge could be done. And then boom, stop. What happened? Progress on the bridge had to be stopped due to the war in Europe. So resources such as people, money, materials, all had to be used elsewhere. So the bridge project had to be done. So by 1950, plans for a bridge continued and a new bridge authority was created because the federal government had disbanded their original one. Oh no, we had to stop again. This time plans were stopped again because the Korean War had begun and there was a shortage of materials to be used and there were issues with money being available. But that didn't stop them. So the authority kept going. By 1953, money was available and ready to be used. Dr. David B. Steinman was hired, and he designed the bridge, and construction started in May of 1954. November 1st, 1957, the Mackinac Bridge opened for traffic. As you can see here, there's a picture of cars going over the bridge. Now here I included a link to MackinacBridge.org. And there are amazing pictures here of the bridge being built. You can take a look at some of them. So let's just go ahead and click on this one. So you can see all the structures they use to build. And each picture has captions telling you what's going on in the picture. Pretty amazing stuff. People going to work to build the bridge. Yeah, some guys way, way up high working on those cables. All right. So, a fun fact is that every year in September, there is a bridge walk. People walk across the 5-mile bridge. Traffic is stopped. And this has been going on since 1958, the year after the bridge was built. People come from all over the United States, all over the country, to walk across the bridge. Upwards of 30,000 people walk across that bridge every year. Now, unfortunately, it was postponed this year due to COVID-19 pandemic. But hopefully be back working next year. The resource here I use is MackinacBridge.org. I got all my information there. If you go to the website, I highly recommend it. There's facts, there's history, amazing pictures like I've already shared. There's a lot of activities you can do at home, printables you can use to print off color. And also there's a bridge cam, which is really neat. So the pictures change every minute, they're updated. So if you look at the picture for 1 minute, you can see it change. And it's just different views of the bridge. So that is our lesson for the Mackinac Bridge. So next week we will be talking about the Upper Peninsula, and then stay tuned for more lessons about the Northeast region.